Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In today's Vinny's take, I'm going to get a little political. Something I don't normally do, but sports sometimes crosses into politics, and that's what we've had with the NBA and China. Now, I'm not exactly sure the entire situation going on, but what I want to focus on is LeBron James and his comments. LeBron James came out basically saying that, I believe the guy's name, the GM from Houston's name is Morley, that he was uneducated on the situation and that he shouldn't be talking about it. And since then, LeBron James has sort of backtracked in his talk about that and has basically said that it was a whole political thing and we shouldn't be getting into it. And he's not going to talk about it again. Bingo! If you don't exactly know what you're talking about, you shouldn't be talking about it. If it's politics and you're an athlete, you have every right in the world to have an opinion. Every politician has an opinion on sports, so every sports athlete should have an opinion on politics. I'm not going to be here to tell you to shut up and play ball, but I am going to say this. Remember, you have fans from all walks of life. Now, not me. I'm not a LeBron James fan because I was raised in a generation of Michael Jordan. But every athlete has fans from every walk of life. And when you get into something as controversial as politics, you cross a line. You alienate half your fans. Now, when Sack to the Future was started, the goal was a non-political show that just focused on sports. Well, since we're not getting a lot of views, we decided to talk about topics that engage us, and basically we outed ourselves as, I don't think we're all conservative. I don't know how a couple guys lie, but the majority of Sack to the Future is a conservative group, and sometimes we do talk conservative politics. But we're also not here to entertain you. We're not the starting forward for the Los Angeles Lakers, or the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, or playing on the soccer team. Now, like I said, they have every right to have political opinions, and they have every right to discuss them. But they also got to understand that we, as fans, have every right to disagree with you. If I don't think you're right about your politics, I have every right to stand here and say no. Now, I said I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, a Michael Jordan fan, but I also was a big fan, or am a big fan of the San Antonio Spurs and the way the organization has run itself. And that fanship began with David Robinson. And it continued through Tim Duncan, and I still root for the team. But I don't need my coach telling me that Adam Silver is a better leader than the President Trump. Coach Popovich, you're allowed to have your opinion, but just remember, you're in Texas. Texas went red. So if you have fans all of a sudden shouting obscenities at you, no, shame on them, but you get what you asked for. Politics in 2019 is a dangerous topic. Politics in 2019 has infiltrated everything. So if you want to talk about it, make sure you're ready to handle it. But if you're not ready to handle it, if you're not ready to keep proudly display your MAGA hat because somebody decides that you shouldn't have it, so you hide it as an athlete, well, that's your choice. But just remember that there are people who disagree with you. There are people who agree with you. You better be ready for that. Now, as far as the NBA and China situation goes and Adam Silver, I absolutely, in my opinion, think you handled it wrong. What your Houston Rockets GM was doing was exercising his freedom of speech on Twitter. And apparently the Houston Rockets don't have policies against it, so he did it. China then comes out and pulls strong arms to the NBA. Because they have a working partnership. So what should Commissioner Silver have done? Well, maybe he should have set out rules about what you can and can't tweet about, especially when it concerns business partners, such as China. Or maybe he should have defended his team and his employees' right for free speech in America and told China, look, we don't control the speech of all our employees. We don't have a policy against it. So if somebody doesn't like what you're doing, sorry. And I honestly think that Adam Silver was in a very bad position. But do I think he's a better leader than President Trump? You can't compare leading the NBA and leading America. I'm sorry, you can't. So anyway, Politics is going to be what it's going to be, and all Hollywood celebrities and sports athletes and news anchors and Joe Blow from down the street, you gotta understand, when you have an opinion about something, especially such as controversial as politics, you better be ready to defend it. And by the way, I am. So if you want to comment on this post and you disagree with me, go ahead. Because I stand by my opinion, which basically was no opinion, but my opinion in this video is basically telling you to be ready to defend it. But that's my take. Until next time, I'm Vinny Vincent. God bless America.